All right, we are covering 10-1 today, solid geometry. Remember to take notes out and complete the check it outs.
We have 2 learning targets today. I can classify 3-dimensional figures according to their properties and use nets and cross sections to analyze 3-dimensional figures.
All right, so we have a few bits of vocabulary to go over. 3-dimensional figures or solids can be made up of flat or curved surfaces. Each flat surface is a face. So here's a face right here. It's a flat top to that rectangular prism. Each flat surface is called a face. An edge is a segment that is at the intersection of two faces. So here would be an edge. This is at the intersection of this face and this face over on the side. And then a vertex is a point that is the intersection of 3 or more faces. So here is a vertex, here's a vertex. They're what we would consider corners.
Yeah, the points.
All right, so these are the 4 basic 3D figures that we're interested in. A prism, so I like to categorize it. These are our 2 base figures. So prism is 2 parallel congruent polygonal faces, so it can have any polygon as its base, triangle, hexagon, rectangle. And the faces are called bases. The polygonal faces are called bases. Sorry, the congruent polygonal faces are called bases, and they're connected by faces that are parallelograms. So the faces are the bases. And yes, that does rhyme. Okay, a cylinder is also 2 bases, 2 parallel congruent circular bases. So the bases in this case are circles, and it's a curved surface, so there are no edges on a cylinder.
Or vertices.
Or vertices. A pyramid, so these are the 1 base figures. A pyramid is formed by a polygonal base, so it only has 1 base. In this case, it's this triangular piece. And triangular faces that meet at a common vertex. So here's the vertex. And then cone, you probably had ice cream out of one at some time in your life, but didn't know that it had a formal definition. It has a circular base, just like a cylinder, but there's only 1 of them. Curved surface that connects again to a base vertex.
So in classifying the figure, you want to name the vertices, edges, and bases. So we have our figure over here. And our vertices, again, are the corners or the points. So we name those with just the letter there. So we have vertex T, U, V, W, X, and Y. And so we've got them listed over here. Those are our vertices. Our edges are where the 2 faces come together. So we have segment TU, segment TV, segment UV, segment TW, segment WX, segment UX, segment XY, and segment VY. And we have those listed over here for our edges.
There is one more that you can't see.
Oh, behind.
Don't forget
Yes.
that one, which is WY.
Yes, and that's listed over here, right there. And then our bases are the 2 shapes are the same. Since it's a triangular prism, our base is going to be triangle TUV and then triangle WXY, the 2 bottom ones.
So a definition, a net is a diagram of surfaces of a 3-dimensional figure that can be folded to form a 3-dimensional figure. So it's like you unfolded your 3D figure into a flat piece of paper.
It's like at Christmas time, you get those flat boxes, and you have to build it in.
Yeah, exactly. So it asks us to describe the 3-dimensional figure that can be made from a net.
Please come to the Career Center. Crisscross to the Career.
So here's our nets, and you want to look at how many bases there are and what kind of base. So this one we can see it looks like there's 2 bases here and here and here. And if we folded that up, you would end up with a prism.
Rectangular prism.
Rectangular or a cube. It looks like it could be a cube. Here we've got 1 base, so that narrows it down to being a pyramid and a cone. And obviously we've got curved shape, so and a circular base, so it's going to be a cone. Again, this one, 1 base. If you folded it up, you'd only have the 1 base, so it's got to be a pyramid. And here we've got 2 bases that are circles, and the rectangular rectangular face.
Cylinder.
It's not really a face, actually, but it's going to be a cylinder. And that's what all of these say.
So a cross section is the intersection of a three-dimensional figure and a plane. So you're taking just a slice of that. So here we have a cone. If we take our cross section going horizontally, what's going to come out is going to be a point. Or as we move down, it would be a circle as it moves down. Cross section for a pentagon, or cross section for this pentagonal prism or pyramid, again is going to be a five-sided pentagon. So we end up cross section is going to be 2D shapes. The cross section for a hexagon, this is going to be a vertical one here. It's going to be a hexagon coming out.
And that wraps up. It's just some terminology, really. So a net is a diagram of surfaces of three-dimensional figure that can be folded to form the three-dimensional figure. Cross-section is the intersection of a 3D figure and a plane. And then these are our our 4 3D figures that we're going to have to know about in this chapter. If you have any questions, bring them to class.
Thanks.